Hey there, good looking. Join me for this cardio workout that is perfect if you have sore knees, or heck, if you just want to give your knees a break from the lunges and all the squats that happen to be in most of my workouts, as well as most YouTube workouts. Anyways, you do need some tools. I want you to grab a booty band, and if you're a beginner, please have a chair close by so that we can build the ground up for some of the movements. And then stick around to the end. We're going to do a very yummy stretch focusing on our hips, hamstrings, and low back. So, lace up your runners. Let's go start sweating. Hello there. Hey, welcome. I'm PJ from fitnesswithpj.com, and hey, I help women over the age of 40 reclaim the tush of their 20s, which this workout will actually do. Now listen, if this interests you, if you're over 40 and you want to continue on with the workouts, click that subscribe button. I would absolutely love to keep working with you. All right, let's get ourselves warmed up and get right into the workout. Love for you to get your booty band on. Have a seat on your tush. Booty band is just above the knees. Lie down, bridge position, feet hip width apart, heels close to the bum. Drive the hips up. Feel some resistance against the sides of the thighs as you pull the knees apart, firing up your outer hip muscle while we get the glutes woken up with a bridge pattern. So listen, I'm going to show a few jump versions of the exercises that we're going to get involved in, but I'll have a low impact version on my on the screen just to your right. So take a look at that. If you don't even want to jump, like your knees are just done, you just want a workout that gets your heart rate up without anything to the knees, then I want you to follow the low impact. However, if you hopped on here because you just needed some breaks from lunges and squats, or if you're part of my Patreon crew and I made you come here, then maybe try the jump versions of the movements with me. All right, last two. On this one here, please lift your hips and hold them. Now push the knees out, opening up the legs a bit, feeling more resistance in the outer hip, and bring the knees back to lined up with your hip. Here we go, open and close. Static hold with your bridge. Woo, feeling those glutes wake up. Last 4, and 3, 2, 1. I'm not quite done with you. I want you to lower down so just the left butt cheek hits your mat. Drive up, and now lower down so just the right. Perfect. Left to right. So just one side of the hip is touching your ground as you lower down. Keeping those knees and feet hip width apart. Woo! Last 4, 3, 2, 1 more, and come on up into a standing position. That's intense, isn't it? Woo! All right, here we go. We're going to continue with the warm-up drill. I want you to simply give me a knee up. Now, my band is super tight, so I can't lift my knee very high. I also have a cloth band, which I have found the better of both the cloth and latex band, so the better of the two for when we're doing these type of movements. However, they tend to be thicker and harder to work through. Okay, here we go. Now this is going to be a variation of one of our actual exercises. Now we're going to get going in a few seconds here, so if you are a beginner, make sure you do have a chair nearby, or your coffee table, couch, or even yoga blocks if you're kind of in between beginner and then hands all the way to the ground. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now give me hip extension. So softness in your left. Take your right heel, push it back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. Here we go. Hip extension. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so grab a sip of water if you want. We're going to start in 10 seconds. We have 6 moves, 4 rounds, 30 seconds on the clock. First one is a cross-country skier, which looks like this, and then we're going to add the arms, and then if you want, you can add impact. Only if that's feeling good on the knees, okay? So you choose your weapon. Keep the arms moving though, because that's going to assist with us getting the heart rate up. My front knee bends, my back leg's fairly straight. 10 more seconds. We're moving into a plank position on our hands. So if you're a beginner, I want you to have your hands on that chair. Last 3, 2, 1. Take her down, okay? So hands under shoulders. If that bothers your wrists, you can be on the forearms as well. Here we go. High plank. Tap out with your left. Feet together. Tap out with the right. Beautiful. So again, build your ground up if you need to modify this movement. Breathe. Good. We're coming up into a standing position after this, doing that knees up that we did in the warm-up, but I'm going to show you how you can ramp up the intensity if you want to add a bounce to it. Last 3, 2, 1, come on up. Woo! All right, so it's the knees up, pump those arms, or you can add a bit of a hop. Deal? Awesome, let's go. Hup. So you choose, hop or no hop. Yes, that tubing stays around the thighs. Actually, it's gonna stay like that for the next couple too. Woo! Like I said, I can't get my knee up very high. Woo. So we're getting quads and hip flexors with this. Time. Give me some room to one side of you. Take it into a subtle knee bend and 2 side walks. Good, and back. Good. Now if you want to add a little bit of a pop, you can do heel lift or add a full-on little jump at each end. Up to you. Whew. Now, our next move is going to be a squat thrust to leg lift. So we're essentially in a high plank position. In 5 seconds, we're there. So if you need a chair, you be by your chair. Time. All right, so hands either on the chair or on the ground. Come with me. Now you can hop it or step it back. Then give me a left leg lift, right leg lift. Now see if you can hop the feet forward. Okay, if that's not possible, step them forward. Now we want to get our hands to the ground by bending the knees. So we are doing a bit of a squat here. So I kind of little white lie at the beginning when I said no squats. Sorry. One more, come on. Time. All right, standing. We can take that tubing now, place it around the calves, alternating. Woo, jumping jacks, go. Yeah, this works. So those are our 6 moves. All right, crew. I know, no problem, we got this. Booty band will go back up to the thighs. We start up with cross-country skier for round 2 of 4. Come on, let's go. 10 seconds. Oh, do I ever feel my hips? This is awesome. Time. If you're not excited, you should be. These guys tend to be really neglected on us, which can cause a lot of havoc to the knees, hips, and low back. All right, cross-country skier. And then you can pick it up if you'd like. Land soft or low impact. Take a look in the screen there. Keep those arms moving. Beautiful, less than 20 seconds. Come on, you guys. Time. Good job. All right, we're in that plank position. So whether you're on your hands, forearms, or built up ground, join me. Alternating tapping out, go. Keep the hips down. Now keep the hips quiet. Take a look, are the wrists under the shoulders? Beautiful. Are you looking up slightly, not letting the head drop? Good job, you. You are awesome. Whew. Feel your core? Oh yeah. 5 seconds. Let's do this. Come on, pick up the tempo. Time. Woo. Knees up. Remember, you don't have to jump, okay? Take a look. follow which one's gonna help you and work for you today. I have to get my rhythm. So, I'm filming this workout during a heat wave in Vancouver. I got a fan on. It's about 37 degrees. Because if it ain't a bad idea, I'm not doing it. Oh my goodness. Time. It's ridiculously hot. All right, side to side walks. Now, my friends down south, slight knee bend. Ready? 2 of them. Heel lift or out of the pop. For my friends down south, you may have air conditioning. That's really not a common thing here in Vancouver. Only the fancy have AC. So, yeah. It's okay. I'm moving. I'm happy. I'm happy you joined me. Time. All right, squat thrust to leg lift, okay? So build your ground up if you need to modify this. Ready? Bend the knees. Step or jump back. Now, straight leg lift, other leg lifts. Bend the knees, step or come forward again. So, if you see me melt on screen in real time, I want you to keep going, okay? Don't worry about me. Just keep going. Don't let my death get in the way of your good workout. And I'm actually serious. Work around my dead body. Time. All right, we're lower down that tubing, below the knees. We never place the tubing around the knees, FYI. Low impact. I used to personal train a guy. He was hilarious. I had so much fun with him. He used to say to me, PJ, if I die, just work around me. It's okay. So I would always reply, well, you did sign that liability form, so okay, no problem. All right, we're almost halfway here. 10 seconds, back to cross-country skier. Let's go. Woo. Time. All right. Band back up. Cross-country skier. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel really uncoordinated with this move, so you're lucky that you're in your living room doing this and nobody's looking at you. I could have 50,000 eyeballs on me as I do this really uncoordinated motion. But it keeps the knees safe. It works the glutes. It gets the heart rate up. So I'm here. Last few seconds, taking it down to a plank in 3, 2, 1, time. All right, so plank. Remember, hands up if you need to, or on your forearms if you don't want to be on the wrist. Deal? Whew. Set, go. Hips are quiet. Good, just asking. Yes, 37 degrees. So what is that for my American friends? I think you double it and add 30. So that's over 100 degrees. Oh, wow. So it's as hot as hell right now for this workout. Last time. All right, knees up. Ready? Go. Add the jump if you want. Add the arms. Come on. I like this move. This is fun. Now you can go fast and furious, go right ahead. As I mentioned, I'm working out in a climate equivalent to hell, so I'm going to keep it a little bit modified. 5 seconds, side to side walks. Time. Yeah, that's my favorite one. Okay, give yourself some room. Remember, we want 2 steps, then a heel lift or add the pop with me. Knee bend, go. This is also also a great move if you suffer with IT band syndrome, because sometimes that tends to be due to the fact that, yes, your hips and IT are tight, but we also need to work this, what we call your glute med strength. Time. All right, what are we doing? Squat thrust. I got the workout right under the camera, so build up your ground if you need it. Ready, go. Add a leg lift, other leg. Time. Woo. Low impact jack, so we lower that band below the knees, remember. Kind of around the fattest part of the calves. Go. Keep the arms though. Best cue I can give you. If you want that heart rate to come up, let's get the arms and the legs moving at the same time. Heart has to work harder to get blood flow to both areas of the body. When the heart works harder, it pumps faster. There you go. Basic physiology on cardio, right there. All right, one round left. Less than 10 seconds, cross-country skiers. Let's see if we can pick up the tempo on this final round. Okay, promise? Promise? Okay, good, because I don't want to be the only one. Okay, so here we go. We're picking up the tempo. Ready, set, cross-country skier, go. I absolutely know that my assistant is going to take a screen grab of me doing this exercise because I look so funny. I know it. She knows I have no ego. Time. I'll do anything to help you guys laugh. Okay, plank, forearms, hands on chair. Ready, set, go. Tap out. Now if you want to join me, I'm going to jump out at the same time. Totally optional. Whoop. 10 seconds. Pick it up. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Woo. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Standing. Woo. All right. That was a good one. All right. Knees up. I'm going to try it fast. Ready? Go. Oh, I may regret that decision. That's okay. 30 seconds, right? It probably looks like I'm doing nothing, but man, I'm working hard. So is my sports bra. She's really working. 10 seconds. Come on, up, up. Side to side walks going in 5, 3, 2, time. Woo. Love it. Here we go. Slight knee bend. 2, go. Heel lift or pop it. Good. Yeah, my heart rate's at 151 right now because of the heat. So something to be wary of, you guys, if you don't train in AC, okay? Because it is more stressful on the heart. Time. Squat thrust. First I have to fix my mat. I know my subscriber and Patreon friend Karen's gonna bug me about that. Go. Jump, step back. Leg extends behind you. Hands can be on a chair. Less than 10 seconds. Come on, you guys. Time. Okay. Lower the band down. Fattest part around the calves. Low impact jacks. Ready, set, go. Now, if you don't want to join me to full impact, you can. Less than 10 seconds, come on. Let's go, crew. Let's do this. In 3, 2, 1. Woo. Okay, do not remove that booty band. I know, you're not gonna like me much, but you will when it's done. Promise. Booty band above the knees. We have a tabata. It's less cardio on this, more hip stabilizers. I wanna work with you. Think about when your dog or a dog goes to a fire hydrant, they lift that leg. That's what we're doing. 20 seconds. If you have a hard time with balance, please find something close by to hold on to. But every so often, let go of it, okay? Ready? Come on. Okay, so let's everybody start with the right leg. So your left knee is soft, it's stabilizing, it's rooted you into that ground, okay? Now leading with the knee, lift up. So I can't lift up high. That's as high as I can go. Latex, I can bring it up a lot higher. Woo. So softness in the working or on the stabilizing leg. Working leg is bent, about a 90 degree in the knee. And then we're trying to lift, leading with the outside of the knee. Good. Time, okay? So we alternate right and left, 8 rounds. Ready? Other side. Bend that left knee and lift. Focus your stare on something stationary. Woo! Like not me at the moment, to help you with your balance. Oh my goodness, thank goodness for this fan, where this workout would have sucked. But it didn't. I'm having a good time. I'm really happy you showed up. Time. Whew. Okay, so round 1 of each leg's done. 3 more to go. Ready? Right knee bends, stabilizing leg soft. Focus your stare on something stationary. You're going to feel both sides of the hips fired up, no doubt about it. Hey, George. Time. George is just behind camera. You want to come say hi to everyone, George? Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. He's still scared of the lights. Ready? Go. He'll only overcome his fear. And if you've never seen my setup, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 big lights. And he's scared of them. Hey, George, you coming over here? Time. All right, we're halfway. I'm gonna focus on the exercise now, not my dog. Okay, you do the same too. I know a lot of you work out with your dogs. Ready? And up. Good. So, outer hip, yeah? Yeah. Whew. Time. It's the stabilizing side, isn't it? Yeah, the one not moving, that burns the most. That's the beauty of this move. Ready? And go. So, when it comes to things like IT band, knee control and tracking, core control and balance of the hips and sacrum, hip stabilization is super important. So this is a hip stabilizing move right here, okay? So not the leg that's moving, it's the leg that's here, stable, that's actually getting the best work for those things that I just listed. All right, 1 more each side. Ready? Go. Because think about it, right? If we're out there in real life and our SI joint goes out or our IT band flares up, we're not in this controlled environment. We're having to stabilize and move the limbs, which is kind of what we're mimicking here and training our muscles to be strong in. Whew. Thank goodness this is the last leg. All right, here we go. Or last time on that side, I should say. Ready, set, this is the last leg. Go. So if your knees are bothering you, this could be one of the issues, is a weak glute med and weak stabilizers. But please don't take my word for it. Go see a physiotherapist, okay? Time. Let's get this baby off. Woo. All right, grab a sip of water. We are gonna stretch. You are gonna love it. Okay, we're gonna start with a standing IT band inside of hip stretch. So holding on to a wall, door frame, or couch. Take the inside leg, step it behind that front leg, and then push your hip towards the wall and hold. So your hips are squared, and we're getting that stretch on that back hip and side of the leg. To make it stretch more, just drop that hip closer to your wall. The arm against the wall on me is straight. My hand is about shoulder height. My other hand's on my hip to just gently push the hip in towards the wall a bit more. The leg I'm stretching is straight, and this guy here I'm not too concerned about. It's simply there to stabilize me so it can be bent. All right, let's take it to the other side. So the leg we're stretching is behind, okay? It's straight, and now we push the hip. Ooh, this side's tighter. Wow, interesting. We push the hip towards the wall. See, this is why I love exercising. It gives me different feedback about how my body is, and it's different each day. Usually it's this hip that's tight on me. That's why I was raising my eyebrows here. But yeah, when your body's telling you something, if it's not cooperating or if it's tough, hey, don't get down on it. It's just your body's way of giving you some information. We just gotta listen and then take the steps to give it what it needs. So in this case, this hip needs to be stretched more. And release. Nicely done. All right, hold on to the wall. Let's get the heel up, pull the knee back, squeeze the bum forward, get into the quadricep. So the quad and the hip flexor worked during that knees up march. And then other side. Right knee on the ground, left knee and ankle lined up. Squeeze the right glute and tuck the bum under so we get a release in the hip flexor. Now let's add a little bit more and get into the TFL muscle, which is a small kind of fat little muscle right here in the hip, which can play havoc if you have IT band issues, tight hips. Reach up and over, and you want to reach over a bit on a diagonal. While you're doing this stretch, your back knee is fairly in line with that back hip. But where the stretch is happening, and you keep your arm up, I'm just going to put my hand here, is because I'm tightening this glute, okay? So I want you to squeeze and tighten and contract your glute, and that's going to allow us to release the hip flexor or psoas group better. And then we reach up and then a bit on a diagonal to get the TFL. Beautiful. Let's straighten that front leg, chest over the thigh. Now, if you have something to hold on to, go for it, or maybe you can get your hands all the way to your ground without rounding your spine too much. Your gaze is just past that toe, getting a really nice stretch in the hamstring on this left leg. Yeah, Vancouver doesn't get heat waves. We don't. We get showers, we get cloudy days, we get torrential downpours. Very rarely do we get a heat wave and release. So that's all the media has been talking about for days. I'm kind of tired of it. All right, knee underneath the hip, squeeze that left glute. So again, we want to contract the muscle, and this is a really cool way of releasing another muscle. So when we contract one side of the body, the other side has to release. Cool, eh? So contract the glute. I don't know, maybe you don't geek out on that like I do, but contract that left glute. Now reach up, pulling the rib away from the hip, and then forward slightly, just slightly to get the TFL. So we do not get heat waves. So there's been warnings after warnings after warnings. So what do I decide to do? In the middle of the afternoon, the hottest point of the day, with 7 lights shining on me, I decided to spend it with you. And release. Leg is straight, hinge over that front leg. Yes, we've even been warned not to take our dogs, I can't say it out loud, for a WALK, because it's too hot for them. And if you've ever seen my dogs, they're very big, they're very fluffy, they overheat very quickly. And release. Take yourself down now. Left ankle over right thigh, stretching into the glute med some more and into the glute and inner thigh as well. This may be enough of a stretch for you. If it is, hang tough. If you want a deeper stretch, lift that right foot off the ground. Hands behind the thigh, pull in. Now as you're pulling that right knee in, take a look. You want that right knee lined up with the outside of the right shoulder. Trust me, it'll make a huge difference in the stretch in the left hip. Now lift the head up, slide the chin in, and have that back of your neck long, so we're not opening up the front of your throat. If you're quite tight in the hips, that may be hard to do, at which point I want you to quickly grab a pillow and place it underneath your head. Keep this left ankle crossed over the thigh, drop the right foot to the ground. Left arm, palm down, lined up with your shoulder. Right hand pulls the knee across now for spinal twist, and then turn your gaze towards the left fingertips. Let's go back to center. Right ankle over thigh. Pull that left knee in, remember, guiding it to the outside of that left shoulder. I'm so sweaty I can't even grab onto my leg, it's just slipping. Maybe I should go for a run after this. Just add on to my bad ideas bucket list. All right, left foot to ground, keep that right ankle crossed. Right arm lined up with the shoulder, palm down. Now take the left hand and pull the knee across. Turn your gaze to those right fingertips and hold. Go back to center, just pull the knees into the chest. Now let's add some movement to this, okay? Hands on top of the knees and make little circles. It'll give you a little bit of a massage to the low back as well as create some movement into the hips. One more. Other way. And knees quiet, pull straight into the chest. Back of the neck is long. Couple of deep breaths here. Maybe your eyes are closed. You're just enjoying these last few seconds here on your mat. Hands light behind the thighs, rock yourself up to a seated position, and bravo! Hey, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Now listen, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to learn some more about what other exercises would be great for you if your knees hurt you, I'm going to link up my If Lunges Hurt Knees, Do This Instead fit tip. If you're on my app, you can access that ads free by Googling the lunges hurt in the search bar on the app. For everybody, thank you so much for joining me. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below as well. I would like to know what you thought of the workout, and have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm off to have a shower. Bye.